$3 to $5 trillion, an enormous number, enough money to run a country for years. So here's the question. If this money was spent on Iran's nuclear program, why are we now hearing about handing everything over and giving in to US demands? Before judging anything, let's understand the number itself. What does $3 to $5 trillion mean? $1 trillion equals $1,000 billion. So 3 to 5 trillion means 3,000 to 5,000 billion dollars. A number the human brain isn't really built to grasp. With this kind of money, we're usually talking about, first, the annual budget of a major country. For example, the US federal budget is roughly in this range. Money that pays for salaries, healthcare, insurance, education, infrastructure, and the military. Second, a massive global program, like fighting climate change worldwide or rebuilding several countries after a major war. Third, an entire large industry, such as energy, technology, or healthcare across multiple countries combined. Now let's make it real. If you divided $5 trillion among the 8 billion people on Earth, each person would get about $625. Or consider this. If someone spent $1 million every single day, it would take about 2,700 years to spend just $1 trillion. That means someone could start before the era of Cyrus the Great and the Achaemenid Empire, spend $1 million every day, and still not be done today. Now let's return to the nuclear program itself. When it began, the promises were clear. Peaceful energy, independence, power, deterrence, national pride. We were told this cost was an investment in the future, an investment in security, an investment in leverage. But critics argue the real cost was paid elsewhere. Crippling sanctions, chronic inflation, collapse of the national currency, capital flight, decades of lost development opportunities. Electricity didn't become cheaper. Living standards didn't rise. Sanctions didn't truly disappear. Entire generations came and went without ever seeing the promised benefits. And now we arrive at today. The name Trump is back in the conversation. The demands are clear. Complete shutdown, full handover, little to no meaningful concessions in return. And this is where critics ask the hardest question. If everything is going to be handed over in the end, what was the $3 to $5 trillion actually for? This video isn't here to assign blame. It's not here to say who is right. It asks one simple question. How did a project meant to create power end up in a position now described as surrender? How did the people pay the price while decisions were made elsewhere? Maybe the issue isn't just nuclear policy. Maybe the issue is that when there is no transparency, no accountability, when people bear the costs, but decisions are made behind closed doors, this is the result. And this leads to a basic reality. The people of Iran have the right to protest. They have the right to question concentrated power. They have the right to demand answers from the person who has stood at the top of this system for decades, Ali Khamenei. Protest is not chaos. Protest is a demand for accountability, a demand for a future that people have already paid for. What do you think? Was this money truly wasted? Or is there still something left to defend? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you believe this conversation matters, share the video.